So if there's one thing that I change way too much, it's my background. So if you've been following this channel for a while, you know that I go through a ton of phases and through a lot of different backgrounds. It's one of those things where wherever I'm sitting or whatever my setting is, whether it's rearranging the office I've been using for years, or switching to a different office, or trying a green screen, or going down to a canyon, wherever I go, it seems like I'm never quite totally satisfied with my setting or my setup, particularly for these videos. However, recently, one of the things that I discovered was that it can be difficult working from home, as I'm sure you're also well aware, as we all experienced throughout the pandemic. However, I've been working from home long since before the pandemic even started, and so it's become regular practice and routine for me not to leave the house in order to do my work. So I've worked with a number of different clients, obviously outside of my house. So I've gone and I've visited various places. I've gone and I've to different workspaces. I've gone to coffee shops. So I do have experiences, obviously, working outside the home. But one of the things that I've always run into, while many think it to be convenient to be able to work from home, is that it's difficult to create separation. That is, as you probably have discovered as well, it is difficult when you're working from home to create separation between when your work starts and when it ends. So this led me on a search for a different office, one that was outside of my home. And so one of the things that I like to do regularly as I'm going through all the different transitions of trying different setups or different lighting or different lenses or different looks for my videos, I always like to share those with you. And I found in the past that watching other YouTubers and seeing kind of what their different setups are have helped me craft my own, and hopefully me showing mine to you will help you as well as you are creating your videos. So while there is not quite a lot to look at quite yet, what I wanted to do in this video was just give you, as I've done in the past, a little bit of a behind the scenes look at my new office and some of the things I'm planning on doing with it, particularly for new videos or just work in general moving forward. Okay, so as I mentioned, I wanted to give you just a little bit of a tour of the new office setup. So obviously, as you can tell, there is not a whole lot to look at quite yet. But what I wanted to do is just obviously give you a little tour, but also kind of point out what I'm planning on doing so that you can see a little bit of the progression as things, well, progress. So I've just got some basic desk setups here, and so what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be setting up a nice little monitor arm that shows up here. So it'll be kind of like mounted to the desk, and I'll be able to swing it around. And then of course that little tripod right there will be a teleprompter, and obviously where the camera will be sitting, nice big dome light. That's really important. Right now there's just an iPad, but eventually there will be a laptop, and I'll probably put a laptop, holder down there at the bottom so that it can connect to that particular monitor that'll be mounted to the monitor arm. And then one of the nice things about this particular office is that obviously it has a very nice view. So nice view of downtown Boise. This does, while it is really nice, while I like it as a backdrop, it will pose some problems. In fact, right now I'm shooting this during essentially golden hour or shortly thereafter. But because there's so much daylight in the background and it's so bright, there is nowhere near enough artificial light that I can actually add to this that will not completely either leave me in shadows or completely blow out the background. So one of the downsides, while this is really pretty, while I do like it, is that I will have to make sure that I'm shooting these videos either around this time, like golden hour, where it's getting darker, or when it's actually dark, so which might be kind of neat to have the city and all the city lights out there, or early in the morning. So some limitations there, but overall, can't complain about the view. And on this back wall, it'll kind of be a 50-50 in terms of utility and look. So what I think I'm gonna do right now is over here, I'm actually going to get a couple of kind of fake plants, probably stick one like right here, and then I'll put some LED lights in the back, kind of like I had in my previous setup inside my house. So very like bright blue, something like that, very colorful, so that when I have the background completely, so when it's dark outside, I need more lighting inside, then I'll have some lighting right in this area here. And then over here, I may put like a second computer or a second monitor or a TV screen or something that I can use to preview things or view things or something of that variety. So again, kind of a 50-50. So since this is in my main shot that you saw at the beginning of this video, that's why I'm gonna put like plants or more decorative stuff here. And then I'll end up putting more utilitarian or work-related stuff here because you're not really gonna see it in this shot. Then we got a couple of chairs just in case I get visitors. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so that's it. So hopefully you found this video useful or interesting. As always, if you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.